Finally, this augmented guy has a graphical user interface. So when I first saw him in December and took the course in January, I wanted a graphical user interface to apply AI to augment life and work. It existed for other people. It didn't exist for me. As a member of the open source Fabric project on GitHub, I had to learn how to use the command line, which was great. I'm glad I did it, but it's just cool to see something that I wanted to exist in January. It exists now in April. I've given it a try. It works great. So if that's you, you've seen a poster like this or heard about the hype and possibilities with AI, but you don't know where to get started, you're not comfortable in a command line, try the GUI. It could be your entry point. This is better than ChatGPT. It's more discrete patterns and capabilities to solve discrete problems, and they can be chained together, and the prompts themselves are really cool, so it's worth checking out. Now, I'm also going to be talking about the cybersecurity job market today. Why is that? Well, AI isn't a thing in itself. It's a magnifier of a thing. There's what you want to do in the world, like the mission of this channel to help people cross over into cybersecurity, and it can augment and help with that. I've seen on LinkedIn, for example, polarizing views. One CISO says, don't go into cyber right now. Another says, that's terrible advice. You should go for it and think long term. Both very credible, reputable people. Hard to pick a side, but I guess it depends on your situation, right? There's not one right answer, of course. That said, there are some really good fit-for-purpose Fabric patterns that can quickly kind of analyze this discussion from a crowdsourced conversation on Reddit that has had 75,000 views in 2 days and 100 or so comments, and kind of You'll see. Want to show you some capabilities of some new patterns I haven't tried before, or some that I have tried before, and I'm just really impressed with how they've been applied to this problem of making sense of this question. Should people go into cyber now or not? Let's find out. So I'll walk you through the blog. There's the Reddit post. I'm talking about how this is for both people interested in the Fabric GUI and people interested in the cyber job market. Here's a list of the different patterns I'm going to demo. It was very easy to install the Fabric GUI. I just went into my terminal and typed in fabric-u to update. And then I did a brew install node and got whatever that is. And then from there, I could type in Fabric GUI, and it launches. We're in. And from there, you can pick your pattern, pick your model, and you're off to the races. So I'll do a quick demo right now. Let's do create aphorisms. And let's use Claude 3 Opus, which is really good. And let's say that. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. Perfect. I don't even need to read the next ones. So as you can see, it works great. And now let's see what happened. All right. These are some really cool patterns, which are basically prompts. You can read them all by looking in the GitHub repo. So here I'm in Create Micro Summary. What is that? Well, this is the prompt. So it's a content summarizer. It has specific output instructions, and that's really handy. This is a simple one. There's more complex ones that you'll see in action. So this is the suite of patterns we're going to apply. Create a summary, extract insights, analyze claims. That's interesting. Create better frame, people leaning too negative, too positive. Analyze presentation. I love this new one. So it's looking for how self-centric versus other-centric the presenter is. Really helpful tool. Find logical fallacies and find hidden message. So I've already done these, and the output is already there. I'll walk you through it. This section is just saying, instead of using the command line, instead of using the GUI, I can use the command line the old-fashioned way. So we'll fire up a new terminal. We'll just copy this first one. I'm going to get the clip, the content of this Reddit article, and paste. All right, so I'm no Daniel Miessler, but I can certainly use the terminal now to do to run patterns the way he does, which I'm really excited about. So taking a look here, the summary. Bottom line, the best time to start a cybersecurity career is as soon as you are able, despite current job market conditions. Wow. So I guess Claude picked a side based on the input of this Reddit thread. So, you could add more contrarian points and maybe it would lean the other way, but that's interesting that that's where it landed. 3 main points, 3 takeaways. It's not an entry-level field. You need to understand the underlying thing to be able to secure it. The industry is advanced, making some security roles more accessible to newcomers. GRC, gaining relevant IT experience first can make transitioning into cyber role easier. Absolutely, and that's part of my story. I got into IT auditing. I could talk shop on access and change management of financial integrity for financial systems. And that was an entry point from which I could, do the T-shaped skill strategy. I knew those domains really well. I knew nothing about networking, very little. And then I could contribute to the team in my swim lane while I learned and ramped up on others. So I won't go through this blog post top to bottom, but there's a link to it in the description you can check out. You can join the Reddit discussion. You can try Fabric. Let me know how it's going in a YouTube comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're finding value. I've got a free GRC analyst career development plan template on my blog. Check that out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.